What is up, guys? Megasonic here with another Dragon Ball Super episode review. And this time we're doing episode 105. And it's a Master Roshi centric episode. And I'm actually excited because Master Roshi is low key being working out in the gym. And y'all been sleeping on him since, I don't know, the first World Tournament saga back in like the 80s. But Master Roshi's been doing his thing and he proves himself in this episode. For those who don't know how I do reviews, I kind of talk about and go each event throughout the episode, sort of as more of a synopsis rather than a review, as well as a spoiler review. So if you haven't yet to see the review, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you have to watch the episode first, then come back to this video. If you don't mind being spoiled. If you're someone who can't find the episodes, there's available on Crunchyroll, many websites. But if you're just lazy, you can stick around and watch this, and I'll pretty much tell you what happened in the episode and give you my thoughts at the same time. Anyway, let's get on with the review. So in this episode, kind of starts out with the Xeno Kings. They're kind of like just counting off how many people that they have left. And for literal gods, like gods of gods, gods beyond gods, literally omnipotent beings, or supposedly, potentially, or whatever, omnipotent beings, they can barely count, which is kind of funny because it kind of brings back the fact that they are very childlike, and I don't necessarily think they're very smart. I think they have the power and abilities to run the universes, but at the same time about it, I do believe that they are very childlike and immature. So that's actually a funny thing to kind of remind us that even though these are gods, they're still kind of like children. Anyway, that's just a little goofy scene in the beginning I want to point out. But anyway, let's get into the actual party episode with our boy Master Roshi. Now, usually these episodes kind of like, if they focus on someone else, they usually have like a little scene or so before, like focusing on, let's say, Goku or Gohan, whatever. But this time they focus mainly on Master Roshi, which I liked a lot. Which I liked a lot. For one part, let's talk about this. So Master Roshi is actually observing the battlefield as he goes along, which is something that many of the characters did not do, especially Universe 7. Everyone just kind of jumped up in a fight, whether this man who has over 300 years of experience in combat took his time to walk around and examine each universe. And he has deduced that Universe 4 will be his enemies because they specialize in sort of deception and different techniques that Master Roshi will have counters for. And that brings up the perfect idea of why Master Roshi was picked over Goten and Trunks. Because like many people, I was wondering about why Master Roshi was even there. Because Master Roshi is very weak. He's practically couldn't even beat King Piccolo. And now like the Dragon Ball, the Z Fighters are so ahead of that past time that they're all planet busters and stuff. And Master Roshi, I feel like, is still trapped in Dragon Ball's time power levels in sort of a way. But now looking at it, I feel that this episode adds more to Master Roshi's character, and I like to see more of him now after this. But anyway, it kind of starts out, Master Roshi is attacked by one of these people, I believe from Universe 2, because Universe 2 has the beautiful, sensual, bubblegum pop looking girls who are very beautiful. And then this woman, she can use her energy to form weapons. So she throws boomerangs at Master Roshi, tries to trip him up and hit him with a mallet, but Master Roshi is so skilled and fast that he moves like bullet time to this girl. To the point she didn't realize. So she realized that she can't necessarily beat him one-on-one. So she tries to use seduction on him, which is one of Master Roshi's main weaknesses. And for those who don't know, Master Roshi did train himself to withstand seductions and all that stuff. But sadly, it doesn't work for a momentary time because Master Roshi obviously gets infatuated her and starts charging at her. But he comes to his senses at the right moment, and I love this, and he catches himself. And on top of that, she's like trying to stab him with a spear. And what he does is that he grabs the spear with his fingertips. Makes you think that to all those YouTubers who do those power level videos on YouTube, if you haven't seen them, there's a bunch of YouTubers who do these power level videos and tell you how much power level which character has in Dragon Ball Z or in Naruto or in Bleach or One Piece or whatever. they might have to recount Master Roshi. I don't think he's stronger, but I do believe that he has gotten training a little bit because this is not Master Roshi tripping up on anything. This is Master Roshi who just got out the gym, whose mind is ready and is skilled because he caught it with his fingers. And these are, you have to keep in mind also that these are the top 10 strongest people in their universe. That's over gazillion other great fighters. They were chosen as the top 10, and Master Roshi, who was the strongest on Earth for a short time before Goku, is stopping his girl's blood. So it just brings it to the scope of his abilities. So here's the weird thing. And this is the controversial part. Master Roshi, takes knocks the girl's abilities away like it's nothing, like it's no problem for him. Then it gets really, really problematic. So Master Roshi goes in his buff form and he's like talking to her menacingly, like, "Oh, my energy has been boiling up like magma," and pretty much intimidating this young lady. And he's like, and then he says stuff like, "Oh, in this form, I'm more dangerous." His muscle form, practically. And he's like, "If you try to seduce me in this form, you can't blame me for whatever happens." And pretty much, Master Roshi is literally threatening this girl with rape. And I'm like, are we really doing this, Toei? Are we really doing this? And for those who are like, I don't really understand why we think that. You can't blame me for things that might happen. Two, she runs away and says, "I don't want to be considered an undesirable as a wife," because in some cultures, especially in Asian cultures like Japan, back in ancient times, they used to, virgin women were considered more profitable, and more, demand. People wanted more virgin women, and it felt so sacred. I guess that's why the whole thing of virginity is everything in all cultures is so sacred. So, like, if you were a woman and say you had sex with another person before you got married, you're not as valuable as the next woman who didn't have sex at all. That's weird. I know, I agree. But anyway, that's why she said that, and that's why it's kind of problematic. It's like, what the fuck? But even, like, you can tell the problematic because even Krillin goes, he's joking, right? He's joking. Like, it's weird, but I see it's played up for jokes, but it's just like, I kind of got weird out about that. But anyway, enough about my own issues. So she runs off. She just jumps, which pisses off the Universe 4 sleazy mouse rat god of destruction. He's pissed. He's like, "What the hell? Like, why did you run?" So then the next person from the universe 4 is this like weird, illusion woman, and she has this mystic talisman when she drops on the ground to create illusions, and it's like Master Roshi explains that the fact that he was picked, the reason why he was picked for it, and the reason why is because, yeah, he is not as strong as Goku, Vegeta, or he's the weakest member on the team, no doubt about it. But he has one thing that the others lack, is the fact that he is very experienced and very knowledgeable in his fighting. His skills and abilities are very, very different from something of like Goku, who is very straightforward, who, if he was in the same situation, would probably most likely keep swinging punches until he hits something. Similar with Vegeta, Frieza, and everyone else, they would try their best to figure something out. But Master Roshi is someone who actually focuses on the main points and digs in. Like, he points out, like, "Yeah, I have a way to get rid of people like you." And he does the Mafumbo wave on her and, knocks her into a little, like, jar. And everyone's like, "That's another one." So he has 2 W's for this episode. And and like everyone's cheering for Master Roshi. Then Beerus kind of like comes up, like, not Beerus, I forgot the mouse name. I don't remember all the God of Destruction's names, but the mouse's name, he kind of brings up like, "Hey, that's not fair. That's cheating. How does he get to do that?" And everyone else is like, "Well, why do you care?" Da, da, da. So Beerus and the mouse guy are talking and they're yelling. He's like, "Oh, your people use weapons too." And he's like, "Oh, those are energy-based weapons that's made from their ki that has nothing to do with has nothing to do with like actual weapons." He pulled a bottle out. He's like, "How's the bottle the weapon?" So it's funny because the Xeno Kings are looking at both of them like it's neat, it's cool, we like it, it stays, it's a safe, and it they just it just ends right there. It's like let's leave it at that. So everyone is like just cheering for Master Roshi. Goku's fighting is like literally like this blue lube looking dude. I assume he's from the same universe because that's how they keep him connected. And he's been fighting this dude the whole episode, like kept clipping back to him, but it's not important. Like Goku could easily take out that chump, but Goku has this nag of not fucking using his full power. But you know, I explained many times before why the reasons why. But anyway, so the small spy dude that we seen from the other episodes early, he comes up and he's upset at the fact that Master Roshi literally got two W's on them. So he starts charging up into this really, really weird like chicken mode, and pretty much Universe Force God of Destruction explains like he's very, very strong. He's probably one of the strongest fighters on the team. Not strongest, but probably one of the most capable. And that he's a very skilled martial artist. And I think they say he won other tournaments in their universe too. It's just there's a lot of stuff that he pointed out, and you know he's proven to be very strong. However, Master Roshi has again 300 years of battle experience, so he kind of just easily subdues him. Like the dude charged at him, and Master Roshi just literally backhand him into a pile of rubble. And I'm like, am I the only person who was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, hold the hell up, what's going on? Like, this is some fishy shit. Pretty much, Master Roshi explains that yeah, you're physically stronger and faster and more powerful than me, but I know you're very predictable in your fight. Like he literally starts as he's dodging the hits, he's counting the steps like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up, down, left, right, down, left, up, down, left, right. Step two, and you can see his feet kind of dancing with it. So it's just like this guy knows like how a fight should go, and you can't. I think he has seen every fighting style known to man or anything similar to it, so he picks up on things very easily. Um, so he eventually takes. He's embarrassing the dude and stuff, and knocking him over and everything. But then the God of Destruction of Universe 4 explains that as he fights, he gets stronger. His body keeps building up, so he keeps growing and growing. So eventually, he starts charging up, and he starts pushing himself harder on Master Roshi. Master Roshi eventually starts getting a little hurt, and it's proven to overwhelm Master Roshi. And I love how Master Roshi brings a new type of fighting to the table instead of just like powering up higher to his muscle form. What he does is he focuses on like trying to subdue the opponent, and he uses sleep tactics on him, like ooh, like trying to get him to sleep. And the guy is so adamant about winning, that he actually uses his electricity abilities to shock himself out of hypnosis. And I was like, oh, whoa. Everyone's like, what the fuck? Like, you're willing to do that? Then, Master Roshi, he beats Master Roshi a little bit, but Master Roshi actually has a speech explaining that because of Goku and Krillin, it pushed him to want to go train again. It pushed him to want to go actually, be more of an active member in the Z Fighters again. And it ends with sort of this interesting speech by Master Roshi, and he goes full power Kamehameha, and the opponent keeps shocking him, trying to do everything in his power to like destroy, trying to throw him off. And Goku's seeing it, and Goku's worrying. Krillin's seeing it, Krillin's getting worried. Krillin tries to jump in, but Supreme Guy tells him, don't do that, you can't do that, you can't jump back in the ring after you lose. And Goku's like getting home by this blue lube looking dude, which Goku can easily break out of it with just powering up, but you gotta build attention. And Master Roshi knocks Homeboy out of the ring. But here's the thing. He exerted his body past his limit, which killed him. So Master Roshi almost nearly died. And I love it because Dragon Ball Z, if you notice, death is practically not a real thing. Like, you die, you go to other worlds, and they get the Dragon Balls and they resurrect you when they feel like it. There's certain rules about the Dragon Balls that are there, but they commonly ignored for plot reasoning. But anyway, Goku rushes over and he starts trying to, push his ki to like kind of regenerate Master Roshi heart, which he does a few times and doesn't work. Eventually, he puts as most as he can. Eventually, he wakes Master Roshi up. And, it was a nice heartwarming scene of them walking away and they're chatting and stuff. And it keeps Master Roshi in the fight. So, this was surprisingly not the episode Master Roshi actually gets taken out. But they kept him in there because we want to see more from him. And I personally would get mad if they took Master Roshi out, because Master Roshi would actually be more of a help now because of that. Because I would feel like Universe 4, if anyone else was fighting him, it would have been probably an issue. Who knows? But anyway, that was the episode, guys. And as you can see, this is a Master Roshi centric episode, and I loved it. It's probably one of the most heartwarming episodes in the world because of the fact that it shows why Master Roshi was considered the strongest back in his day, and why he's such a master. Because he may not be stronger or faster than everyone else, but he has the experience and the battle strategies to hold him, and it's in crazy techniques too that don't really necessarily require too much of a power level to use against somebody. So with my episode, I'll give this episode a 4 out of 5. It was really good. I love the action, love the fights. I love just Master Roshi in general in this situation. That's pretty much my thoughts. Also, don't be afraid to talk about your thoughts on the episode, like what you thought, what was your favorite part, what's your thoughts on Master Roshi's like whole fake rape attempt. I don't know, like that was sexual harassment, guys. But anyway, I'm not getting into more of that. Like if you say if you like this video, I do these every week. Now, for those who probably be wondering whether or not I'm going to do episode 103 and 104, I have got around to it, but it's kind of weird. So I'm going to slap those two together into one big video instead of doing two separate videos. So expect that sometime Monday or tomorrow night, because I have a lot of things to do, and I was able to get this out to you guys as much as quick as possible because Jesus Christ, I'm recording and it's like 12:30 at night. Anyway, I'm Megasonic. I'll see you guys later. Remember, like and subscribe and share it out. And I really appreciate the large influx of different subs. Welcome to the channel, guys. How you been? Hey, you want a snack? You want to put your feet up? Enjoy. I have a lot of content up here I work hard on. Check it out. Share it out with your friends. Let's get to our next goal, like around 500 or 1,000, or hell, let's get to 1 million. If we can get to 1 million in 5 days, I ain't gonna question nothing. I'm not gonna promise anything because I probably won't do it, but you get the idea. I do these every week, so that's something to look forward to every week. But I see you guys later. Megasonic out. I'm tired. It's midnight, and I want to play Final Fantasy Dissidia, but I also want to go to sleep. I can't decide.